how can we empower you?
I don't really see how PPU is addressing the issue of there being different races at her school. CAA could try to address those issues because CAA is all about cultural reconciliation, bringing all the races together, but I don't really see the administration of PPU doing anything to bring or to recognize, wow, we have more Koreans this year, or what, like we have these different races.
Do you think they should be?
Yeah, it would be nice.
Do you have any ideas of what you would like that to look like?
The first thing that comes to my mind is Asian night, but Asian night really doesn't do anything other than to show people this is the Asian food you can get, really cheap prices, and you can eat. We could try to, maybe we can have an event about, like, I know there's this thing called Asian festivals that I used to go to, and basically a lot of these Asian people would come and showcase their culture. So we would have like tables with different countries, and each country will show like what their culture looks like through like trifles and music and DVDs, and at the center of it they would have performances by different people, and people would do traditional dancing or like contemporary dancing, and really showcase their culture. So maybe we could do something like that and tie biblical things to it.
Yeah, I think Culture and Arts Association, I think they do a very good job of empowering other cultures, including Asian culture. A few weeks ago, they did an Asian culture night, where the hosts were Asians, and each of them brought their own Asian food. And from what I hear, people did enjoy. People did enjoy the event because they were able to get a bit of taste of food from other culture.
Me being a Korean American, the only thing that I can think about that would change is all the petty jokes. Like, even though it doesn't really make a difference, like if that was the only thing that was taken away, then there will be no difference. Unless you want to go deeper into like the family thing. But I mean, people can't really do anything with their family. I know some other students here though that feel kind of like that deal with a language barrier, and it's kind of harder, so maybe we can do something to help those. Another thing I know, like, it's really characteristic of Korean culture too, like, because men are so aggressive in our culture, like a lot of kids, we grew up with the aftermath of that aggressiveness, and so we have to like learn how to deal, like, I guess it could be a culture shock, like really, like the family dynamics affect you as a person and how you see yourself. So I think about like other people at our school, and they're Caucasian, and their family, like they have a little bit of equality in their family, but us being Korean, we don't have that same amount of equality, so we have to grow under these kinds of boundaries. And so like when we come to PPU, my friend and I hear like, wow, like there's so much freedom here, and I feel accepted without doing much. So maybe we can do something where we just have a time where we can share that. Like how so many of us Asians have to face that aggression and that lack of freedom when we go home, and how hard it is for us. And we can just pray for each other. Because I know that it's like, even though there are many more Asians who deal with that, a lot of Americans do too, and so we can relate to each other in that way. And like, even if at home we're not completely free and equal, we can help each other cope with that. Instead of Koreans being apart from Caucasians and wishing that we could be Caucasian so that we could experience that individualism and that freedom and equality. And we don't have to face those pressures of having to appear good before people, and we can just do what we want to do.